I want to start by using the DCMS's definition of creative industries as advertising, arts and crafts, entertainment, design, publishing, software development, and research and development. Anyone here work in any of these sectors? Anyone here considers themselves creative? Great. As an advertising agency owner, 3 years ago, I fell into a massive depression. And one idea that really helped me overcome it is that depression isn't something bad that happens to us. Instead, it's what happens when we become desensitized to our intuition, to that internal compass that tells us that what we're doing in our lives is not in line with our values, beliefs, and purpose. And so for me, depression was a beautiful tool because it showed me the areas in my life that I needed to change in order to find more meaning, purpose, and as a result, happiness. And I started noticing that depression is quite common amongst creative people. And I asked myself why. And I came up with this concept that I call the commoditization of creativity. You see, for me, creativity is one of the highest of human capacities and skills. It's what defines and pushes the human race forward. Yet we gladly trade its value much in the same way a factory worker does, on a wage per hour basis. I believe creatives have a strong desire to make a real difference in the world. But because of what we heard in high school or by our parents, we have this idea that the life of an artist is riddled with poverty and difficulty. And so we settle. We settle for trying to convince moms that sausages are good for their kids, shaming women's bodies, promoting meaningless sex and violence in music videos and film. It's no wonder that there's so many depressed creatives. That's your intuition literally screaming at you that this isn't right. And I'm here to tell you, listen to your intuition because it is right. Now, there hasn't been a better time in the world, a more crucial time in the world to be a creative. As Rita King says, we're moving away from the information economy, which is about cold logic, analysis, and systems, and into the imagination economy, which is about creativity and imagination. The whole world literally needs to be redefined, all our systems and values overhauled, and that's a job very well positioned for us creatives. Now, I know the world can seem like a messed up place sometimes, and for me, there's nothing sadder than seeing a creative person lose faith and become a cynic. But I'm here to tell you that's what we do with our imagination that counts. It's where we focus it. 90% of all communication is commercial and entertainment in nature. The world is literally defined by what we're putting out there. Do you realize the power that you guys have? And now, I'm going to leave you guys with a choice. Are we going to continue to ignore our intuition and leave way to depression and cynicism? Or are we going to imagine the future that we can be proud to live in and inspire the values that we want to see in our society so that we can become creative agents of change and architects of the future? Thank you.